Crystals, Sam Rivers album. Crystals is an album by Sam Rivers released by Impulse Records in 1974 in a stereo/quadraphonic format. Criticism. Jazz critic Thom Jurek wrote, "Musically, this is the mature Sam Rivers speaking from the wide base of his knowledge as a composer, improviser, and conceptualist." Background. It had been over a decade since Ornette Coleman had worked with his free jazz double quartet, 9 years since John Coltrane assembled his Ascension Band, and 6 since the first Jazz Composers Orchestra Association was formed, and whose first records were issued, a couple of members of that band also performing with Rivers on this record, and the compositions for what eventually became. They were finished as new elements came to him to fit them together conceptually. The album was released by Impulse in September 1974 and was out of print after a few years. It was re-released in CD form in 2002 with Rivers' original liner notes and available for 3 years through Universal Distribution. The compositions were recorded over a period of 5 or 6 hours by an ensemble sometimes reported as 14 musicians, 3 trumpets, 2 trombones, tuba, 5 reeds, bass, and 2 drummers. Other musicians listed in the vinyl liner notes were present in rehearsals, and their contributions incorporated in the final results but not the recording. Track listing. Exaltation 8:25, Tranquility 8:58, Postlude 2:31, Burst 6:51, Orb 9:36, 36, Earth Song 4:9. Personnel, including Rivers. This big band numbers 64 musicians, including Sam Rivers saxophones, conductor, Sinclair Asai trumpet, Ted Daniel trumpet, Richard Williams trumpet, Charles Greenlee trombone, Charles Stevens trombone, Joe Daly trombone, tuba, 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 Lee trombone, tuba, Lee trombone, tuba, 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 Lee trombone, tuba, 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 Roland Alexander soprano and tenor saxophone, flute, Fred Kelly soprano and baritone saxophone, flute, Joe Ferguson alto, tenor and soprano saxophones, flute, Paul Jeffrey tenor saxophone, flute, clarinet, oboe, basset horn, bassoon, Gregory Maker acoustic and electric bass violin, Ronnie Boykins bass guitar, Harold Smith drums, percussion, Warren Smith drums. Percussion credits from AllMusic include 62 musicians not including Maker. Production, Ken Drucker executive producer, Ryan Coneyers producer, Ed Mitchell producer, Kevin Reeves mastering, references,